Hello, and welcome to the start of Starting XP, presenting the Masquerade, Camarilla side. I'm your storyteller extraordinaire, Michael, and this evening I'm joined by the new cast, some old, some new, and welcome. We have quite a few things to talk about. A little bit of housekeeping. This is a weekly show that we are going to be doing, and there are some people rotating cast. I want to thank special guest Steven from Roll20 for stopping on by. He's going to be a guest on occasion, including a familiar face as well, Evan from the first season of Starting XP, the Sabat side. Oh, I wonder what's going on with that. Let's see Sabat. It's gonna be interesting show for the most part. But just kind of want to start off by saying thank you to everybody who have been waiting patiently for the return of this chronicle. I've been working my ass off to get this story together, get a right cast going, and I think you're gonna enjoy it. And I hope you guys, more importantly, the players who are here, I hope you enjoy it as well. So we begin like every sad beginning in Kern County in the city of Bakersfield with you guys waking up as it pans to every one of your rituals. You've all had your zero session. You all know why you are coming to court tonight. You all have your own agenda, but as each of you get your own little frame getting ready to head to court, it pans over to a familiar gentleman as he's getting his suit nicely pressed. He's putting on his really fancy boulder cap, and he just stares in the mirror, and what you see is a grotesque figure, and he's just looking down on himself, sighing, and begins to walk out to this room that looks like a collection of artifacts from many indigenous cultures across the United States, but there's a very serious undertone of dread and despair. It almost looks like a trophy room rather than a collection of Native American artifacts. Somebody who really liked subjugating and destroying the native race. All found in this glorious room, which the court will be held tonight. The place in which Elysium/court is being held is at the Kern County Museum in the hall of the natives. And in no particular order or any fashion, Vic, how are you prepping for tonight's events? Do you bring anything? You don't really have any idea what customs of the Camarilla or how to present anything to a prince. Betty is too busy planning her own little, like, sort of present for Archibald. But what do you do? How are you going to stand out? Or are you just going to come in with Betty and just kind of wing it with her?
The best. Put my favorite watch on. Probably tuck my pistol in my undershirt or something.
She did kind of explain the basics of what Elysium is. It's basically a neutral ground for all kindred.
Right.
So you're not supposed to use any of your powers. You're not supposed to bring any weapons, and you have safe passage going to and out of Elysium.
Okay.
But these are trying times. So she says, do as you will.
I'll probably just play it safe and just leave it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in no particular order of fashion, China. How are you going to attend this gathering of kindred?
So he's sitting there with his best shirt on, but his pants on yet, and he's like looking in his camper, which is his haven, at his table/bed, and all this stuff laid out on his jacket, looking like what? So he's like the gun, or is that trouble? Here, like that. Is that discipline? If I so he's just trying to like tie away. He's gonna still have his hands on it.
Okay, so it kind of pans. Are you Ubering there, or are you bringing the Winnebago?
I probably No. Can I get it?
I'll pick you up. It's just gonna charge you an arm and a leg.
All right. Yeah. Okay. And his suit is like a little warm, dry cleaning.
So, in no particular order, random or fashion, Harry.
Oh God! She's excited. She gets to go to party. She woke up early. Her outfit last night. She's already. She's like watching. Wait, we're going right? Now.
We will get there when we get there. There's a lot of planning that we need to do in order to make sure that all this goes swimmingly.
So you can go now.
Just hold your horses. The car is coming. Just be presentable. Don't be afraid. I'm not throwing you to the wolves or anything, but there are wolves there.
Mouth is. I look great. I'm gonna go outside with the car. I'm ready. Let's go.
I'm glad. Party. In no particular order of fashion, Dan or Reggie.
He's dressed up in nice hat, guy who'd have a phonograph.
Give me 1 sec. There's echoing apparently, and I forgot to. Okay, somebody speak.
Hello.
Okay, good. I fixed it. All right. Sorry about that. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, take a fancy car
Mm-hmm.
owned by his company because he doesn't own one himself.
I forgot because I have to ask you because you're the type.
Yeah.
Do you bring a weapon?
Of course not.
Of course not. Okay.
I mean, there's a gun in the trunk, but you know that's for scaring people, and it's not going inside Elysium.
It's not going inside Elysium. Okay. Alrighty. And then last but least, Evan or D. Cooper. Not Deck, by the way. Not Deck. Deck will not be joining us this evening.
All right. Well, he's wearing his usual detective getup. If anyone here has ever seen The Expanse, picture Miller from season, from the beginning. Just kind of wearing the same thing he always does. He's not really nervous, just like doesn't expect it to go perfectly, but also doesn't really expect it to be a disaster.
You see Donna Marie, she's just like, oh, that is so dreadful. Why don't you wear what I give you?
Hey, I had a style before I was a vampire, and I'm keeping the same style after I'm a vampire.
But we are posh. And she peaches you on the cheek. She's like, you are royalty. You have to understand. You are royalty now.
Real royalty doesn't care what other people think.
Yes, but appearances, my dear. Appearances means everything. We have to come out knowing that we are intimidating, that we are born to rule, and that we have a place in this new world order.
Well,
Now
I was
make-
rather hope.
Now make
I was
mommy
rather
proud
hoping-
and wear that.
No.
She looks at you like very, like you see your eyes just like go jet black.
Look, it's for a reason also, okay? I want people to forget about me, to underestimate me while they focus on you. It'll give me more freedom to move around.
Fine. And you see like the shadows kind of like take away the suit.
Later. I promise.
So I'm assuming, Perry, you're on a set schedule because the Banu Hakim are going to show up when they are going to show up.
Yes.
But does anybody want to show up early, or is anybody going to show up late? What is the order of operations that you guys want to come in? Just give me a time frame.
So China
Whatever Donna
had
Marie does.
China had every intention of showing up like right on time,
Mhm.
but he's 20 minutes late.
Okay.
I'll be a fashionable 15 minutes late.
Okay.
Fashionable.
Betty wants to be there early so that she can set up the so there's an ongoing gag that she wants to keep going. She used to have like a bake
God.
she had like a bake stand, like a baked goods,
Oh God.
and she's still playing that. She's still trying to play up her naivete, the leave it to home mother. Like
Yeah.
she still wants people to see her as that. So
Agree reluctantly.
yeah. But Gabriella and Maria are there as well, but they're not going to be. Their duty is to just be like there's a presence of Toreador, but they're gonna be like winging it with Betty. You are supposed to be like the spokesman. You're the figure. Go and mingle.
Hooray.
Yay.
Do
Vic
business.
is the spokesman. That's a brilliant idea. If she wants everybody to think she's naive, we'll
So-
send the Nuki out.
Yeah.
Am I
So
supposed to be selling cookies now?
okay. Well, no, you're not supposed to be selling cookies. You're supposed to make business. You're supposed to do business, homie. All right. So, Evan, Donna Maria, wants to show up half an hour late. She wants to make a statement,
Oh.
but you are free to go.
Ooh, boy, if everyone keeps making these statements, we're gonna show up 2 hours after it ends one day.
But you're free to go with Amelia at any point. Amelia has to be there early because she's the keeper, so she has to be there right when everybody gets there, and she has to ensure. Oh, by the way, you all get like a letter, or okay, except for no, Steve, you get a letter, but you get it in one of your forwarding post office box.
Yeah.
It's essentially hi, I'm Amelia Zimar. I am the keeper. I will protect you. You are granted, by the powers of the keeper. I will protect you from coming and leaving. This is my contact information. Please. So there's like an addendum. Please avoid bringing any form of technology. I will supply paper and pen and notebooks if you need to exchange privacies. We are trying to adhere by the prince's technology rule for this gathering.
And do these invitations, are they like encoded or something, or is there like a burn after reading
No,
sort of a deal?
no, they're not. They're okay. No, they're not.
I come from the most secretive, controlling group of kindred that have ever existed. So he burns it out of like, you know, like it goes in the little trash can, and he lights it and makes sure that it burns pretty good before stamping it out.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't want to set his trailer on fire.
Yeah. So no, it's basically it looks like it was not sent through the mail. It looks like it was dropped in your guys' letterbox.
Gotcha.
So
unless there was an invitation in there too, rather than just the message. Like, is there something I have to hand in when I get there, or is
Nope.
it just a general invite? Okay.
no, it's a general invite, but it is a. She is calling court, and the prince is answering the call. She's the one who is assembling the kindred of Kern to talk discussion and census.
How unusual is that someone other than the prince would call court?
Because she's requesting the prince to call court, like an emergency gathering. She's requesting the prince to call court, and the prince has answered the call. He is like, yes, I will call court, because
Gotcha.
a member of my court is asking to hold court. So you arrive first, Steve, because even after
Farah.
what?
I'm gonna head with Amelia.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
Amelia.
go there early with her.
Okay, so Amelia's there. She pats you down. She understands everything that you're about. It's very well lit. This place is going to be very, very well lit. Because she does not trust.
Fine, that's fine.
She does not trust you at all.
And why would she?
I bring my own usual pad and paper.
Mhm.
I have that anyway.
Yeah.
So no weapons or anything.
So I have some faith in your ability to survive this night, but how is Donna Maria going to? I mean, she was an elder of the sect. The requirements to join the cam is that you must destroy an elder of your sect. So how is Donna Marie going to destroy an elder of hers?
Oh, I guarantee that she's already thought of this and come to a solution. She wouldn't be coming if she hadn't.
I am just nervous that she is going to sell you out and destroy you. Is that a possibility?
Do I count as an elder of her sect?
I mean, if there is a Tremere who will testify on your behalf and see if you are the elder, then maybe. But we do not know. I do not have the ability to tell whether you are elder or not.
Oh, I don't think it's something we need to worry about.
All right. Well, just so you know, I have well lit, so do not try any funny business around me.
I'm aware.
Okay. So
I'll kind of post myself in the corner and just see who else comes in.
okay. You see a man who shows up right on time. He looks like you know the crazy Asian dude from The Hangover? You know, like really loud flamingo like silk shirt, low cut, gold chain, really loud glasses.
Oh no.
You know, white like white pants, some Pumas. You see a guy walk in, and you see Amelia, and she's like, Nicholas, this is rather surprising. And he's like, I know, it is very surprising. But you said all kindred come for court, and I am kindred. And she seems very worried.
When he walks away, I'll kind of catch her eye and be like, who is he?
He's Bruja. He's like the lieutenant for Arthur.
So he's with the Independents. Interesting.
Very. Very. Around this time, Vic, this is when you and Betty and Gabriella and Maria show up.
With cookies.
With cookies and cupcakes and cheesecake and sweet tarts and Dewars. Lots of Dewars sweet tarts. Because that's a Bakersfield stamp.
That's some good shit.
I'll wave to Betty when she comes in. She recognizes me.
Yeah, and she recognizes you. She's like, oh my dear Lord, how's it going? And she walks up to you and she gives you like 2 kisses on the side, and she's like, oh my God, we haven't seen each other in so long. How are you doing?
It's been good now. It was rough. It was touch and go there for a while.
Touch and go. Oh yes, the Second Inquisition. It's the Knights of Fire. It's been very devastating. She has her hair up, almost like a little bit like Marge Simpson. It's very blonde, like platinum blonde. She's wearing like a yellow dress with polka dots, red lipstick, really thick eyeliner. And she's like, Cooper, was it Mr. Cooper?
Yeah, Betty, right?
Yes. We should talk afterwards. And she kind of like taps you on the chest, and she's just like, you have I have to set up the table, but we'll talk later.
Of course.
And she just walks off. And then she walks up to you, Vic, and then she just kind of leans in your ear and she's like, keep an eye on him.
You got it, boss.
And then she smiles and she puts on her little face, and she goes and
then
she starts, all right, ladies, start setting up. And they're like, yes, ma'am. And
I'll just kind of...
And they're dressed like stewardess. They're wearing like jet blue, like office attire, like power shoulder with the big red rose on the blouse, and what's the neckerchiefs? The one that you just tie around your neck?
Neckerchiefs.
Neckerchiefs. They're wearing that, and they're very. Their hair's in a bun, and they seem like they want to kill themselves. Because they're just like, yes, ma'am.
I will lock eyes with Vic, and after I see her talk to him, and I'll just kind of nod at him.
Go ahead and describe yourself, Vic.
How so?
Well, like what are you wearing? You know, is there any sort of features?
I like jewelry, so I have a very, very nice watch. I'm wearing a suit with the top button open, and yeah, I look very sharp dressed.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got dark shades, some kind of aviators on, and a nice necklace.
Okay.
Gold.
Do you have any features that you may have? Like, are you above a human appearance? Or are you average?
I'm a good-looking man.
Okay.
Told by many.
He has the merit stunning looks. So.
Okay.
So. The girls are setting up their little table. Like I said, this place has like a very low undertone of dread. Like all the pictures, you know, like most during the era when they took pictures of the indigenous people here in America, they weren't smiling. But these people in particular, it's like terror is in their eyes. Like this is the last semblance of their existence that is being taken. And it's just, you see spears and sacred drums and pipes and skins and collections of works and arts. But it's the way it's set up, it's literally set up like a trophy room. And it's like era, like beginning Appalachians, Midwest, Dakotas, down into New Mexico, Arizona, and then the Great California, the last indigenous people that whoever set up this arrangement, it's impressive, but it's really sad. That's when you come in, Steve.
Okay, so China is he kind of looks like he would fit right at home on the beaches of Southern California. Has kind of like a beach hippie vibe to him, so the suit doesn't exactly fit him very naturally. But it is a pretty nice, expensive looking suit, even if he's worn it a bunch. And no weapon, and the only thing he's really carrying on him that might raise some eyebrows when he gets patted down is he's got 2 different fountain pens and 4 different like little ball bearings in his pocket.
So you see Amelia, and she pats you down, and she's like, "You lot of writing utensils."
Well, I mean, I didn't bring my phone, so just in you don't want to run out of ink.
Oh,
that'd be embarrassing.
And she pulls out one of the pens, and she's like, "Do you mind? It's a really nice pen."
I'm gonna check which one she took.
Let's roll. Odd or even?
I hope she didn't take the even one.
Okay. So. Okay, she took the even one.
How about we trade? And I pull the other one, and I'm gonna try it.
Okay, give me a manipulation subterfuge to be. No. You want this one? This is the one.
Can I do charm instead? That one has sentimental value.
Okay, I'll give you charisma subterfuge.
All right, charisma subterfuge. All right, here we go.
And she rolls her composure insight.
I got a 2.
Okay. She got a 4.
I definitely want that pen.
Is the Keeper of Elysia really gonna loot him at the front door?
That's literally her job, is to ensure that there's no crazy shit that happens. Fine, here you go. Sentimental value. Is there any sort of insignia that is like a is it just like a nice fountain pen, or is it like
they're both fountain pens?
But is there like any insignia that is like kindred? Like, is there like a Tremere symbol? Is there like a Cainite symbol?
No.
Kindred symbol?
No.
No.
One's got a gold stripe, and the other one doesn't.
Okay.
Is the only difference between the two.
I love a man with great sense of writing utensils.
Well, but my penmanship was awful. I went to medical school, and it immediately.
Well, I mean, you have forever, right, to work on that.
That is true.
I'm
So-
very optimistic.
Have forever, theoretically.
Theoretically, we all technically have forever.
I really appreciate the invitation and all.
Yes, there's a lot to discuss. I was aware of your presence. Mr. Black informed me of your presence. But
I checked in, followed the traditions, all the rules.
yes, but it's not. I am not of Clan Tremere. I am of Malkavian, so it is not my business.
I mean, you seem nice.
Oh, thank you. I might not be so nice later on this evening, but it's not against you. It's against the prince.
Oh, well, I'd hate to be him.
And she kind of goes, yes, I would definitely hate to be him this evening.
Well, I'll go mingle if that's okay.
Au revoir.
And he'll immediately go stand next to a wall and realize like he's standing next to like this entire, like layout of like torture devices.
Yeah.
And he's like, ugh. Like his like white guilt is seriously getting triggered by being in here. And
Yes.
he's like, just looks incredibly uncomfortable.
Looks incredibly uncomfortable. Okay. So now Dan rolls in.
Yeah. So the Bentley pulls up to the front.
Mm-hmm.
Toss my keys to the valet. There's a valet, right?
No. This is the Kern County. This is the Kern County. No, literally, this is the Kern County Museum. You have to go through Scrambler Park. There's a gate that's open for you. There is 2 guys out there. They look like kind of like they're librarians. They don't really they're literally on North Chester. They have sweater vests, tie, slacks. They're at the gate. They don't look like they belong on North Chester, but they open the gate for you, and then you go through Scrambler Park into the back where the main building is for the Kern County Museum, and then you go through the basement underneath, and then you go to this exhibit.
Okay. So there's no valet outside, so I go inside.
Okay.
And she's there, I assume, at the gate. Yeah.
Yeah, Amelia is there.
Yeah. So I toss her the keys.
Hello,
Hello, Amelia.
Mr. Reggie. How are you
Always a
doing?
pleasure. Oh, quite well. It seems like your valet is shirking his duties, though.
There is no valet.
Should take care of that for next time.
You know, you could be a lot nicer at these gatherings. I don't know what you and Archibald have planned, but you have to understand, this is very important.
What? Why do you think I have plans? You're the one who asked for it. Archibald's the one who called it. I came. It's my duty. There's a gun in the trunk. I don't know if you want to do anything with that or not.
Is it a fully automatic?
No, it's a Walter PPK.
Do I have any idea what that is?
It's a light handgun.
Thank you.
Semi-automatic.
Semi-automatic.
It's in a lockbox, too.
All right. Well, enjoy tonight's festivities.
Oh, I think I'm going to.
She looks very just... You proceed down. I've already described the room multiple times. There is like an undertone of French music playing in the background, like sort of
shocker.
Yeah.
What's French music sound like? Hold on.
Is it on a phonograph?
Yes, it's on a phonograph.
Yes, I'm putting Archibald's new record on the phonograph.
Okay. So
it goes from French music to the very best of Tony Bennett.
The very best of Tony Bennett.
The very best of Tony Bennett.
So you all see... Dan, go ahead and describe your character.
I look kind of like Frank Sinatra of the 90s as a vampire. Very pale. Don't get out in the sun much. Brown hair. Shark suit. Sharp hat. I walk in with a phonograph record. Obviously came from one of the many antique shops in Bakersfield. And I just kind of swagger in like I own the place, look over at the phonograph, pull the needle, throw her crappy French record away as it shatters in the background, and place the very best of place it, put it down, and then Tony Bennett starts playing.
I'll walk up to Amelia after that happens, and I'll just kind of nod to him and be like, I'm assuming that's Reggie.
She has to park the car. She has to. This is her job. She actually has to park the car.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna go outside and follow her.
Yeah. No, like she's keeper, but she's basically like minimalistic. You gotta understand. Like, well, you don't understand. Actually, none of you understand.
Except me.
Even you work behind the scenes a lot. Everybody in Kern County, in the greater city of Bakersfield, court was called maybe once a year. Everybody had their own little slice of the pie. The late Prince Locke kept everybody happy, kept everybody safe, and there was no need for this. There was no need for gathering. The Primogen Court was minimalistic. Keeper was this Kern County museum was just the staple because he's like, oh yeah, we can make this the Elysium, and I'll put all my shit in it to just show how awesome I am, how I was able to just conquer and destroy all these native cultures. Like I'm gonna conquer and destroy the Sabbat and the Anarchs. This is like his attest of it. Like this is supposed to be his like lasting legacy to the Camarilla. And so now that like he is gone, everything is very unsure. Everything is up in the air. And so that's why if you could tell Amelia is not really good at this job. Like she's great record keeping, but as far as like keeping people safe, you don't know if she has like foot troops. You don't know if she has any way of guaranteeing your safety here and out. She was not prepared to do this, but she had to do this. So, and then finally, you see a retinue of people come in. You see a very large, just probably 7'1", wearing like an overcoat with a dress shirt, some Dickies, some work boots, wearing like a bandana. You see a really tiny girl, maybe like 5'2", walking in with this tall man, really fiery red hair. She's like holding some sort of book, and she's wearing just like a nice evening dress. And then you see this gentleman kind of follow up with them, wearing a nice Oxford suit, with some just really decked to the nines. And he even has like a cane. And he's just kind of looking like expecting to be not greeted, or he's expecting somebody. And then you see Perry.
Perry.
Do you want?
Oh, yes.
So you want to describe your character?
She's dressed maybe just like a little bit more like casual than she usually is, just because most of her outfits are like nothing but like fishnets and really short skirts and tank tops. Mm-hmm. So she probably is just a little bit more casual with like maybe it's like just a dress with a really high cut up to her hip, mm-hmm. And some high heels. Her hair's curled and all done up. Makeup's just perfect. But she's just looking around going, oh shit, wait. This is way more formal than I thought it was going to be. Why didn't you guys tell me this is more formal than it was going to be?
Well, you see Rose. She's like, well, yeah, it's formal, love, but I mean, you just come as you are, sort of thing.
Well, good. Good thing I chose the dress today and not the other outfit I was going for, because I would be like, and I don't even want to think about that. Never mind. Let's just move on.
You see him. He like puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "It's gonna be all right."
Thanks, man. He always got my back.
And then, the very swanky Oxford-looking man, and he's just like, "So, is there like a doorman or something? Oh, hello everyone. Hi, nice to meet you. Hello. Oh, you're new. He points at you, Vic, and then points at you, Evan. He's like, and you're new.
Wait.
Oh, Reginald, come here, my boy.
Hey.
He walks over, gives you a
It's so
hug.
good to see you.
Good to see you too. How you been, boy? How you been?
Good. Good. You know, expanding.
Expanding.
Business is good.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
How about you?
You know, taking care of the family. We have a new addition to the family.
I noticed.
Yes.
Hi.
Swanky.
Yes. Oh, Perry, dear, come here.
Just
So,
walks over there and trips a little bit.
mhm. So, this is a dear friend to the court. His name is Reginald. Reginald, this is Perry.
Hi there.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Perry.
We are going to ask the prince permission this evening for acknowledgement for her. So, fun times, fun times.
So excited.
So, this man is an upstanding gentleman of the Camarilla. So, if you excuse me, I have to go into the back in order to have a little chit chat with our prince. So, mind your P's and Q's and don't do anything stupid. And he just walks off.
That's not a great idea, but okay, bye.
So he walks off. He goes into like a back area that there is like kind of another dude dressed up in like a librarian's outfit. And he kind of like goes like this and they kind of chit chat for a little bit. And then he's like, and then he opens the door and he lets Ferris in. And then shuts the door and like the librarian's just kind of standing in front of it, just kind of admiring all the indigenous art in here. So, you see, Dan, you notice the Filipino in the corner just looking at all the artifacts, and you know him because he's essentially the former Seneshaw's right-hand man. And he's Bruja. So there has been a declaration. You've all in downtime in the zero session have received some sort of acknowledgement that, you know, Arthur has basically declared war on the Camarilla of some sort, or declared war on Kindred Society. You don't really know, but that dude's like his lieutenant, right-hand man. And he's just staring off.
So Perry, was it?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Let me show you around. I'll introduce you to all the important people.
Okay, cool.
So, first place we go is a bake sale booth that's been set up.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
This is the Toreador clan. That's their leader, Betty.
Oh, hello. Oh,
Betty.
you are such a pretty little thing.
Thanks.
She's a
Cupcake?
new Banu Hakim.
Ooh, Banu Hakim. How very exotic.
Exotic. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we don't. I haven't met a Banu Hakim.
Wow.
Wait, weren't they called? You were called something else before. Oh, my blondness is showing. I always forget all these different terms. But welcome to court. I hope you have a fantastic evening.
Thank you.
This is Gabriella and Maria. Say hi, girls, and they say in unison, like very hi.
Hi.
My associate over there, his name is Tony. He's essentially my errand boy. He's going to be well, I'm trying to maintain and bring up the Toreador clan here. We have a lot of work to do. So me and Reggie here, we've been working hand in hand. Reggie has just been a sweetheart. And thank you so much, Reggie, for introducing this lovely, lovely specimen to me.
Hey, Para, I have a quick question.
Yep.
Real quick.
Yeah.
If I'm using, what is that one power? If I'm using shadow perspective. Is that really obvious to anyone
All right.
looking or no?
Give me 1 second. I got somebody knocking at my door.
Okay. Okay. I would say, well, no, but there's hardly any shadows that
But,
are.
like, there's tables and stuff, right?
Yes, yeah, there's tables and stuff. Yes.
Okay. So I'm very actively using shadow perspective just to eavesdrop on everybody.
Okay. Does
Because I've been
anybody
taking notes on
does-
every conversation anyone's
does
had.
anybody have aspects?
Yeah, China
Okay.
does.
Okay. So anybody with aspects, please, because it's not that you will notice the shadows, but you will actively see him moving his eyes, adjusting his. Everybody with aspects, give me a wits resolve.
So, how do I? So I click on resolve.
Yep.
With,
And then you add wits, yes.
Resolve.
And then how many successes you get, you add to your perception roll. And then we'll roll off perception. So, Tony, you got 2. So, and this doesn't cause rouse. Because it's free. So, for your perception roll, Tony, you will roll perception plus awareness plus 2. So when it goes to modifiers, you add 2.
Where's perception? I'm so.
It's or no, sorry. I am terrible. I forgot perception's gone. It's wits.
I was like, wait, what?
Sorry, wits plus awareness. I'm sorry. I forgot they took that stat out. I'm adjusting. Old habits die hard. And then same to you, Steve. Roll your wits plus resolve to add to your wits plus awareness. And then tell me what you guys get.
Four.
Oh wait, do I add? What do I add to the awareness? Is it just
Your aspects.
so it's +2?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. And then just put 2 in there, or
Yep.
+2?
Plus 2. So you roll. I'm not seeing successes. Steve.
No.
What?
So okay, maybe I'm doing it wrong. So there's the aspects up above Victor's roll, and then the awareness roll.
Okay, so you got. It says China's
So
awareness
2 for the aspects roll, and then 2 for the awareness roll.
Okay, so you notice that the detective that's standing. I'm assuming you're standing like near the basement entrance.
Yeah, just kind of leaning against the wall.
He's kind of adjusting his neck, and he's like adjusting his eye. He's looking in places that you wouldn't expect somebody to be looking. Like even when they're bored, like especially Kindred, since Kindred don't blink.
He's either blind or doing something weird.
Yeah, he's either blind or doing something weird.
And China's too afraid of saying the wrong thing. So since he's not sure, he doesn't want to say something stupid to the blind guy and be super insensitive.
Yeah. Same thing, Vic. You notice that he is doing something that he's either blind or he's doing something weird.
I'll keep an eye on him because he seems very strange and he sticks out because of it.
Okay, so she pinches you on the cheek. Hey Dan, can you unmute yourself? Sorry, I muted you. Can you unmute yourself?
Wait.
What? How do I unmute you?
Oh, you broke it.
Did I?
You broke it.
Hold on. let me just I'm gonna remove you from call and then re-add you because it's the mute button is not working, or the unmute button is not working. Okay, let me add Dan back. Oh, Skype, you were doing so well, Skype.
So well, and then
All right.
fucked up.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So she pinches you on the cheek, and she's just like, we should have a sleepover. We can do each other's nails and do each other's hair. But I think you might have to get permission from Ferris. Is that correct?
Yeah, I probably would.
Okay.
Sadly.
Are there any other Primogen here? Amelia, is she back yet?
Yeah, you see Amelia come in.
Okay, is there anybody else? Because I don't even like the Gangrel probably aren't here, and the Tremere are non-existent now. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's pretty much it for court.
You do see a guy in the corner that you don't really recognize, standing next to like a display of Native American spiritual enlightenment tools. You know, those things that they hooked on their chest and they did ghost dancing stuff.
Yeah.
So,
If they were Primogen, they'd announce it though. Okay, so I'll go see Amelia. I'll drag Perry to Amelia, who she missed because she was parking my car when they showed up.
she's like, "Yes, Reggie."
The Banu Hakim have arrived.
Oh, fantastic.
And also they brought with them a new kindred. Perry, this is Amelia Zahar, Primogen of the Malkavian, or no, of the Clan of the Moon. Malkavian. Amelia Zahar, this is Perry of Banu Hakim.
Oh, hello. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm okay.
You're the one that we're acknowledging tonight. We?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, very good. Well, I'm glad that you are well kept, and I hope that you prosper and learn a lot this evening. And
Me too.
and be sure that you are safe. I will do everything in my power to keep you safe.
Thank you.
All right.
You're doing a very good thing, Reggie.
Everyone's
I
so
appreciate
sweet.
that.
Somebody's got to follow the traditions.
And she gets a little miffed by that.
Not her. I'm not pointing it at her. I'm specifically, and I think I've got so I'm shoving it at Archibald.
Okay.
This is progeny we're talking about here. It has to be done properly, you know.
All right. Well, I'm assuming Ferris has already gone into the back.
Yeah, he's speaking with Archibald.
Well, I have to go through the precautions. She goes up to the big man. The big man opens up his coat. Doesn't even hide it. Guns, knives, some sort of zip ties, just everything that you could possibly imagine used for death and torture.
China whistles despite himself.
Wow.
The room is full of weapons anyway, because you have all the Native American artifacts that have been looted.
Yeah, but I mean, if you had, you would have to break a display and then use it and hope the hell that it doesn't actually, half of it is stonework, obsidian, not much good metallurgy. This is pre-colonization, he chased a lot of indigenous, tribes before they got guns and metallurgy and firearms.
Lots of stone-tipped spears.
Yeah. So, and he's just like, what? And she is just like, would you mind?
I'll go over. Go, hey, big guy. This is an Elysium. No weapons inside Elysium without specific permission from the keeper of Elysium, who would be this lovely lady here.
She looks at.
Oh no.
He looks at you, Perry, and then he's like, he just takes off his jacket and just puts it on a hanger. And then
Well, it's not on him anymore, so
and then-
everything's good, right?
he pulls out these 2 kookaries from his back, sets them down,
Jesus.
pulls out a thing from his tooth, sets it down.
Jesus Christ.
And he pulls out a grenade.
China like dry heaves a little.
And Par, he came in with the Banu Hakim,
Yeah,
right?
he came in with the Banu Hakim.
Oh my god. Yeah, you most certainly did.
Like China's going through like the mental exercise. Does he unhinge his jaw? How did you get it in there?
Well, I for one feel
Yes,
safer.
yeah.
What if you get shot? Like, would it just explode inside you? Like,
Yes.
And then I go like, why doesn't he just put it in a bag? I don't
And
get
then-
it.
And then he does a quick take and pulls out a pencil and lays it down.
Magic.
No, it's a weapon.
I know.
And then he's like,
A pencil in his hand is more dangerous than a gun in my hand, so.
anything else, ma'am? She's like, no. No.
No.
She's just like, you dry heave, Steve. She's just like appalled. She's just like, oh my god, did this thing just pull a grenade out of its body?
I hold my hand up for a high five, like, that was awesome, buddy. Good job.
He high fives you.
Yeah.
Just out of instinct. He doesn't even look at you when he does it. You just hold up your hand and he just
He just knows now.
yeah, he just knows now. And then she's like, oh, well, I have. And she just pulls out like a little hairpin that's like a knife and she sets it down. Sorry. You know, we are Banu Hakim. We are judges.
I wasn't told to bring any weapons, so I didn't.
Yep, but they sure
You're
did.
not supposed to bring weapons. You're good. You're good. kid.
Oh, I thought we were just like showing off our collection of weapons. Okay, that makes way more sense.
And they immediately go right to the left of the chair of where the throne is at, or where the nice little seat is at, the seat of the prince. And they're just standing there, just at attention, not really mingling. And did you see the Nicholas, the guy in the corner who's like the very loud Filipino? He's like, well, that was very impressive.
So Perry, did you bring a gift for the prince?
Did I?
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, good. They taught you something then.
Totally
So
brought it. It's somewhere. Did I leave it in the car?
you have to. The way Ferris says is you have to. He wants you to show off your talent. That's your gift.
Oh yeah,
Your talent.
my talent.
That
Okay.
feels like the kind of thing you say when you forgot a gift.
No. He's
Does it
very
involve grenades?
no.
Hold on.
Banu Hakim, in clan ability, they swallow grenades. they're
There, I promise.
I am gonna go over to Amelia
Mhm.
Okay.
and pull her aside and say, "Was I supposed to bring a gift?"
It's just courtesy when you're acknowledged.
Well, I would specifically pull her away from other people
Yeah.
when I ask her that.
She's like, well, no, because your gift is Donna Maria, and then Donna Maria has to
Provide a gift.
provide a gift, and accordance of the Convention of Prague, in order for you to be here, you have to destroy an elder of your sect.
So, but like, if I offer hers the gift and then she does something, am I good?
It all depends on his. It all depends on his lord.
All right. Well, let's hope Gimli's not being particularly picky today.
Tell me about it.
Okay. Go back in.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just waiting for Donna Maria to show up at this point.
You see, like, you hear like a really loud like roar outside, like an engine roar. And Steve, you're familiar with that roar. And then he comes. You see Joseph Luna walk in, and you see a girl that Evan, you are familiar with.
Is it Joy?
No.
Oh, God. Does she see me when she walks in?
Yes. No, she's like, so she has her head down and she's like telling Joseph like some things. She's like, all right, so this is the person that we
Do I
need
know
to take.
Joseph Luna? Have I met
No,
him?
you've never met him.
Okay.
And,
So I will kind of wait until she looks up and meets my eye.
and she looks up and she drops the iPad. And she's just stunned.
Kind of wave.
So she came in with an iPad?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Excuse me.
Well, the iPad's cracked now. The screen's cracked. And she's just staring in horror.
Oh,
And she's like, Gabriel says something, not Gabriel, Joseph says something in Spanish to her. And she's just stunned. She's just standing right there. Yo,
Uh-oh.
chica. Comprende. Oh. What's up, Reggie? How's it going?
Hello, Joseph. How are you?
I'm fine. My lady, she's...
She knows the new guy, huh?
Apparently.
She, not supposed to bring electronics.
Ah, fuck. I'm sorry, man. Sorry. Totally
Hey,
forgot.
I'm not keeper. It's not my problem.
And then you see Amelia walk up, but I am. And she picks up the broken iPad and she's just like, I'm sorry. She's breathing, by the way.
The girl is breathing.
She's breathing. She's
Yeah,
like,
am I still bloodbound to her at all?
no.
Okay.
She's like, I'm sorry, dear. But, and then she kind of looks weird, like, and she looks at Joseph, and Joseph's like, I already talked to Senor Gimli. We're cool. She's my assistant. She's helping me transit to the role of sheriff. She's a great secretary. Yes, but
Oh, I have so many questions.
But mortals are not allowed here. Yeah. So wait, you're gonna have her wait outside? And then
Don't do that to Amelia, Joseph. You apologize and you and you tell her that you will ask her permission next time.
when did you become such a gentleman, Reggie? I thought you were all business, no show.
I've always been all business, but somebody's got to run the polite angle before we all tear each other's throats out.
Hey, I don't have to be polite to no one.
That's true. You don't have to.
I'm sorry, Amelia. I mean, you got your vagabond crew. I can't bring my crew.
Is he pointing to me when he says that?
No, it points at the librarian in the corner. And she's like, fine, I'll grant an exemption. And she says some curse word in French. And then she's just like, Cooper, I have to go in the back room. You watch the door.
Wait, what did she say?
You watch the door. You watch the door.
I go to the door.
Who's Zedor?
the door.
Who's Theodore?
Perry, not the time.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And she starts speaking in French, and she's like, and then she just walks back into the back room.
I head over to the door
Well, it's like,
and then leap back into the wall like I do against everything else.
But who the fuck is Theodore?
And she opens the door! The door!
I gotta say,
who
Joseph,
that is.
you know how to make an entrance.
Stupid Americans! And she closes the door.
I just want to know who Theodore was. I thought I was meeting everybody.
Z door. It's French accent.
Oh, the door. Okay. Sorry.
You see Nicholas walk up to you, Steve, and he's like, "Remember our deal?"
How could I forget?
Well, I don't see you hustling, bustling. How about you chitty chat over there?
Hey, my methods are different than yours.
You have no idea, little man, what my methods are.
I can extrapolate from the data that I've been given what exactly your methods look like.
I'm very proud of myself this evening. There's gonna be fireworks. Not literal
I don't like
fireworks.
the sound of that even a little bit. That sounds really bad. Fireworks sounds like violence, and this is Elysium, which makes me super nervous.
No, you'll be fine. Kind of slaps you on the cheek.
If I'm dead, I can't do work for you.
Harry, this is the guy that encountered you at the syndicate.
Shit. No, that's what I was thinking.
That
Oh, no.
By the way, that dropped the big guy.
Oh God.
And then
No.
and this is the guy that you saw at the party.
Oh fuck.
That you saw the guy that was dressed up like a pirate. This guy was next to him the entire time.
I don't like that guy.
Why not? Nobody really likes the Brujah right now.
Well, let's see.
Anarchs.
Kicked me out of my favorite bar, and he's the reason why I am what I am right now. Because he he attacked a whole group of people.
That is definitely a pretty good reason to hate somebody.
Yeah.
You see Nicholas walk up to you, Tony, and he's like, "Fancy meeting you. You Clan Rose? From what I've gathered, just overhearing."
Yes, I am. In fact.
You know, I was supposed to be embraced Toreador long time ago, but push came to shove, and now I'm part of Brujah lineage. But me and the Toreador go way back, so I hope that you and I can come to an arrangement, even though our alliances are a little bit on rocky foundations, the Brujah not being the Camarilla. I am still a low kindred, and I uphold the tenets of the Masquerade and domain. But here's my card. We should do business.
Mm-mm.
I'll take it. Well,
Don't do it.
Nice
Oh,
watch,
you're-
by the way.
Oh.
thank you.
You have an eye for it, I can tell.
You have a... Your eye is right.
All right, well, I'm gonna go
Good.
take my spot and wait for his honoree to appear. So you have a nice night.
It was nice meeting you. What was your name again?
Oh, Nicholas.
Castle. What? No.
Nice to
Nah,
meet
you had it right the first time.
You see Betty kind of like snap at you.
I go, yes, I'm not a dog.
What do you say?
He just noticed my watch. It was kind of nice.
Well,
Oh my god.
It was kind of nice.
I would be careful, but if they're willing to play ball, play ball.
I mean, I'm not exactly here to make friends. It's just all acquaintances as far as I'm concerned.
You know what you're here for. We know why we're
Yes.
here for.
Yes.
You see Ferris come out.
Ferris.
Steps out and he says, and then you see Amelia walk out too. May I introduce his lordship, the Prince of Kern County, the Lord of Bakersfield, the Keeper of Secrets, the former Harpy. I present to you Archibald Gimli. And you see him come out.
Does everyone clap? Is this a moment where you clap? I'm
Dude.
not going to start it.
Thank you, thank you very much. I didn't expect such a lovely gathering. I thought I was just going to be chastised, but I see some new faces. I see some old, and I welcome you. This court has been called. I understand that there has been some shakeups in the last few nights, and that people are questioning my claim to praxis. Now, I have a speech prepared, so give me a moment. Pulls out a piece of paper and is like, to all who hear, welcome. I am Archibald Gimli of Clan Nosferatu, and it has been my pleasure to serve the Camarilla all these years. And though the nights are filled with terror and fire, I promise that in these coming nights, that the Camarilla is the answer. Long ago, kindred gathered for the same reason, because of pitchforks and fire. And that solution was the Masquerade. And that is still the solution. But the thing that is constant, the thing that follows those nights to these, is our complacency. We ruled with high and low clan. We established domain. We established progeny. We established acknowledgement. These are the foundations of our society. But our Achilles heel is technology. Technology is what stagnates our way. Because we're nothing but beasts. We evolve with mankind. They fear the shadows because we hide in the shadows. They are strong, we are stronger. We feast on them. We are the apex predator. But in order for the Camarilla to survive, we have to know that they have the ability to use technology against us. But what we have is blood and bond. and clan. So, I want you all to remember that all power comes from unity, all power comes from legacy, and that by tonight, we will have a solution. We will have a coterie to troubleshoot the issues that plague us these nights. I do here decree. Now, I will open up the floor to the ranking members.
Wait,
I
is
start.
Donna Marie,
Nope.
Donna Maria here yet?
Nope. She's not here yet.
Damn it.
I will start with the second rank, which is I have announced that Faris Al Farik will be my seneschal of the Banu Hakim. Now, this may be fast for a lot of you, since they've only recently joined these knights, but Faris and I have an accordance. We've had many dealings in the past, and we're both Englishmen. And so, it is just only fair to let another Englishman sit beside me as we handle these issues. Now, in accordance to the rank, we will speak to Primogen. Primogen will have their say. And I believe there's some business that needs to be handled that Amelia has to speak. So, in no particular order, the Primogen are allowed to speak. Amelia looks at you, Reggie.
First off, Archibald, great party. Archie, here, I brought you a gift.
Mhm.
It's the very best of Tony Bennett. I got it put on in the back because I know you don't like that French stuff.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Your gift is very cherished.
That said, I know there's a bit of a problem in regards to traditions being followed and not being followed
Mm-hmm.
vis-a-vis progeny.
I've heard some semblance of that, yes.
As in, the rumor is there are at least a dozen, maybe 4 or 5 dozen Nosferatu that have never been acknowledged by the court running around.
You know, I've heard some rumor of that. I mean, if to be fair, that is kind of been the mystery, right? As he smiles.
It has been most mysterious.
Well, as prince of these lands, of this domain, I don't have to adhere by all of the traditions, but in good show of faith, because I know all of you are asking, I propose something a little bit of our anarch cousins. And he snaps his fingers, and you see a bunch of guys just appear out of nowhere.
Oh,
How many?
Oh,
Quick count.
About 12.
there you go,
A
Betty.
good dozen.
What's going on?
Now, for a very, very long time, Locke and I had an arrangement. Locke, oh, as an aside, I'm sorry for all the construction that you may have to deal with moving in and out of Bakersfield. This was Locke's final gift to me. He's renovating the tunnels. So, all these are not my childer. And okay, so they're disfigured Nosferatu. Various disfigurement. But the one trait that kind of is found in all these Nosferatu is they have some sort of lizard feature.
Does Gimli have that feature?
No, Gimli does not have that feature. In fact, he has like a scar that droops half his face, and then his other half is just kind of really just old. But he's like Nosferatu disfigurement is like half his face is like drooping, and it's like scar tissue that goes down. These Nosferatu are refugees from a long time ago. They are Buddhists. And they live in the mountains. But they follow me. But I will acknowledge them in the court because they have a say. And I'll just be cheeky. We had a little fun, didn't we, boys? And then one of them's like, in the same accent, yeah, we had fun.
Mhm.
And then another one speaks, righto.
Mhm.
But I wrote down a list of names. He just hands it to Amelia. They're acknowledged. I don't want to acknowledge them all at once. There. Mystery solved. Yes. I played a trick on the court for so many years. However,
Oh.
I will be honest. These nights, I have lost some of the flock. Many of them have gone missing. And I will say this, that the Nosferatu that you see today are the only Nosferatu that are acknowledged. Any or all Nosferatu have not acknowledged that are part of Wang Shun's brood will be put to death. Final death. Because they have violated progeny. These are the only ones I could scavenge that wanted to be acknowledged. So yes, this is a monster of my making. And then he drops to his knees. And I'm sorry. Amelia's like, so that is it. You just say sorry, and we just say, okay? There has to be something. I call on the wisdom of the Tremere to have some say in this. And she looks at you.
Who? At China?
Yeah, China. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not get your name.
It's China.
And then you see Nicholas goes, racist!
It's cultural appropriation, actually. And how can I be of assistance?
Well, the Tremere handled their clan with diligence. Their progeny. What would you do to punish if a clansmate embraced and then embraced off the reservation, as you Americans would say? What is the punishment within Clan Tremere?
I'm not an elder of Clan Tremere, so I cannot speak for the way things should be done. I can only speak in my limited experience of how they have been done.
Okay.
Before the destruction of the pyramid, anyone who broke the laws of progeny was destroyed, along with the progeny.
But this is the quandary that we speak. He is prince. He is our lord.
Well, laws don't mean anything if they don't apply to everyone.
So should we destroy our prince?
Again, I'm not the sheriff. I make eyes at Luna.
Luna's like...
Or a Primogen. I shoot a look over at the Toreador Primogen, and
Betty's like,
You know that. Yeah.
actually, Betty and Reggie are like standing shoulder to shoulder, like kind of leaning.
I'm a newcomer to the city, and so it is for older and wiser kindred than myself to make that decision.
That is the problem. Yes, we have all, the majority of us, been undead for some time. But time eludes some of us. Some of us have vast experience in a short amount of period. 100 years, 200 years is not considered elder. Is there anyone here that is elder of a clan?
Oh, wait, like blood-wise? Is that what she means?
And then you hear a voice...
Age-wise.
Age-wise. And then you hear... But of course. And it's like, there's just like voices coming from everywhere.
And there she is. My character kind of smiles when that happens.
You see this very gorgeous lady walk down the stairs. And let me just give you one sec. Where is it? Oh, there she is. And she's like, I can speak, for I am an elder. My name is Donna Marie Aldana de Torres de Madrid.
Are you an elder of the Camarilla? Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
And she kind of smiles. Dear, you need to check your facts. I am an elder, and I will soon be an elder of the Camarilla.
Well, if you were an elder of the Camarilla, you'd know that when this kind of thing happens, it's supposed to be decided by a council of primogens, which I am sure you will be once you're officially a part of the Camarilla.
Archibald just still has his head down, just holding his hands up on his knees. So,
but political-wise speaking, it would be a council of primogen decision what's to be done vis-a-vis the prince and his flagrant violation of our traditions.
But of course. And then you see Donna Maria goes, fine. I will just make my way over here until business occurs. So go ahead, have your little Primogen Council. I missed that word. Primogen. You see Betty going, so what, we just say it right now? Do we say it right now?
Do you have an idea what you think should be done? Because my guess is, or what I think should be done, is each of these guys has been in violation of progeny, correct? Ergo, each of them has flagrantly, and I do mean flagrantly, stripped the rights of the court and the clans for decades. Am I correct in thinking so, Amelia?
We?
So, such a transgression would normally be repaid with a major boon, correct?
We?
So, a major boon from each of them to each of the clans.
You see Archibald kind of like, just kind of makes a little grumbly noise. He's not saying anything though. He just makes an audible sound like that's kind of.
It's my suggestion. I don't think we need to destroy them, especially if they're already Buddhist refugees. They've probably been through a lot.
One of the Nosferatu, Steve, walks up to you and starts speaking Mandarin.
I don't speak Chinese.
Name China.
Yeah.
And then he just goes back. He slinks back to next to one other Nosferatu.
It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You see Archibald say, "Permission to speak, Primogen Council."
Amelia, as the elder of our council, I'll leave this decision to you.
Yes. They don't speak English. Just saying. You see Ferris walk up. Well, I'm the Primogen of the Banu Hakim. I would say that a major boon is a bit trifling for their lives because they have served a purpose in the court under Locke's rule, and the former prince did make arrangements for it. So, by that decree, it would be Locke that would be owing the favor, but since he is destroyed, how about we lessen it to a minor rather than a major? And then maybe his estate, Locke's estate, can be divvied up amongst the clan. That's what I propose. Let's say you, Reginald. Reginald? Betty's like, I like the major. Which one's bigger? Major or minor? Major. Okay, I like the major. You see Luna like, look, there's an army waiting for us out there, amigos. Right? Not to point any fingers or anything, but we got the enemy right there, and points at Nicholas. And Nicholas is like,
True.
But he complimented my watch.
He's an asshole.
his boss is essentially creating this I don't know what to call it. It sounds like Sabbat to me. Uprising, some sort of Carthaginian. How do you pronounce it? Carthage. Yeah, what he said. Right? Isn't that like against the rules? You can't be talking about that sort of shit. But he's got us outgunned. He got us outnumbered. And it's only a matter of time before his goons start coming in here and telling us what to do. Comprende? So, I'd rather have 12 lizard Nosferatu hanging in the shadows and not having them have to worry about if they're going to pay my debt or not.
It's a major boon to the individual clans. Not quite as big a deal as you guys are making it out to be. And I mean, everybody's in debt to everybody. That's how it works.
All I'm saying is, if this wasn't fucking Elysium, I'd fuck that guy. I'd cut that fucking guy's head off.
I understand the sentiment, but he's not the item of business right now. So how about instead of one each, we take them as a group? Say, Clan Nosferatu owes one major boon to each clan.
Amelia's like, I am torn. I wish Wyatt was here. Wyatt would have a solution, since he and Locke had arrangements. And then, very rudely, Ferris interrupts, but Locke is dead, and that doesn't matter anymore.
Ooh.
He is dust. What the present is that we have the mortals breathing down our necks. Only recently the FBI has left, but who knows if they have agents still roaming around. You have the fires of revolution in LA, the anarchs uprising, trying to make a free state once more. I say let the past be the past and we move to the forward. United. And we, the Banu Hakim, will also pay this debt to the court. Because we need leadership. And Archibald has proven himself to be a ferocious beast in these times. Where were you when the former prince was engulfed in flame and fire? Where were any of you? How could we let Arthur take hold of his power and move it and create this brouhaha, high clan ideology?
Because Locke set Arthur up to take over when he was gone. He gave him the purse strings to the kingdom, and then when, lo and behold, Locke was gone, Arthur took those purse strings and said, screw you, to the organization that had given them to him. This is Locke's doing. Now, I'm not saying anything bad against Archibald here, but there are traditions and there are laws, and they need to be respected. Otherwise, people will flagrantly flaunt them. And in this time, with these people looking over our shoulders, we need to be very careful about how people are allowed to flagrantly disrespect our laws.
True, I agree, but is destroying him going to help out the greater good?
Are you talking about Nicholas?
No. Archibald.
We're not trying to destroy Archibald.
Oh.
Major boon.
Major boon.
From Clan Nosferatu to each of the clans.
Okay. All right. I'll agree to those. And Amelia's like, I agree. What say you, Reggie?
That was my suggestion. You know I agree with it.
All right. Amelia's like, Clan Nosferatu owns a major boon to all the major clans. You may rise, Prince. All right. Now that that's been settled, he snaps his fingers and they all disappear.
Nothing gets this guy down.
Okay. Hotness in the back. Who the fuck are you?
Yo.
What?
It points at Donna Maria. I've already addressed myself to the court.
I think she said her name was Cheryl. Definitely a Cheryl.
Cheryl? All right, Cheryl, how you do? Fine. Donna Marie, you may call me. I, in the recent events that have taken place in the city of Chicago and other cities that have adopted this policy, which will come into effect soon in another conclave, I present myself and my childer, D. Cooper. You're muted, Evan.
I move over to join her when she says that.
Present ourselves to the court of Kern. We are of Clan La Sombra.
China like nods like, oh, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Now, rumors were true.
Yes. So, in accordance of Chicago and the city of Los Angeles and the city of San Francisco and the city of New York and the city of Austin,
They get it.
and the lineage of London, I have to present you my childer and an elder to destroy. And he's like, I'm a little fuzzy on the details. Amelia, could you... He's like, well, according to these great pillars of the Camarilla have stated that any lot of the Somber wanting to join the ranks of the Camarilla, they have to present an elder of their clan that has to be destroyed, and they will be let into the Camarilla. So, I mean, and they have to be vouched. So, Clan Malkavian will vouch for the La Sombra against my better judgment. Please do not make me regret this. All right. Bring your elder.
I'm like, there is a tiny part of me that's like, oh, she better not like throw me under the bus right now.
And yeah, we have a Tremaine in the house, right?
Yes, my friends.
You can verify eldership and all that, right? I know.
Yes, I have that ability.
All right, cool. I like it. Liked it. All right, we have everything ready then. I haven't done this before, so the Greater Court of Kern joins the ranks of Los Angeles and New York for this ceremony. So, do I get to kill him or it? How does this about work again? Luna, you know. And he's like, he gets really upset when he points it out, and he's like, "Chingado."
Oh.
You pendejo! You let filthy Sabat here? I do not. There's got to be somebody? Anybody?
I'm with. Well, they're gonna kill an elder Sabat to prove that they aren't part Sabat anymore.
No,
so,
fucking kill them all. Fucking just kill them all.
With all due respect, didn't you just say you were outnumbered and outgunned?
Yeah, but fuck the Sabat. You're fucking monsters. You don't deserve to even walk on the earth. The nightmares that you've created, the experimentation, the pervertedness of our clan. Cállate, güey. Nobody. Has it been that long? Has it been that long that the Sabbat was not screaming and hollering in Oildale? Choppers flying? Locke telling us, oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Senor Black doing all the work. I was there with him. I saw the carnage that they were doing. They were building an army right underneath our noses. They had some deadly sins with them. Who comes up with names like that? Deadly sins?
You know, Black thought we could be useful. He came to us and offered us a deal.
What the fuck?
And I think we could be useful to you now.
And if they violate the traditions, not just do you get to kill them, you get to decide what happens to Amelia because she vouched for him.
He says something in Spanish across the room to Amelia. Amelia's like, says something back in Spanish.
We have no intentions of violating your traditions. We are here to join the Camarilla full out.
You gonna bring your fucking riotay up in this bitch? Are you gonna deal with the fucking Bahari?
No. I'm here specifically to fight the Bahari.
Okay, I have a stipulation then. You have to clean up the Sabbat's mess. I put that vote out.
Ooh.
Sounds good to me.
Well, I mean, they do have to kill an elder of the Sabbat for entry, so, you know, they already started.
All right. Well, fuck you guys, but fuck me. I'm only one kindred. Fuck me. And he just kind of skulks. And Nicholas is like, I mean, I'm just saying, I know I may be part of the other side right now, but I'm Bruja. I don't like the La Sombra. I'm just putting my 2 cents out there.
So, when they inevitably screw up and violate the traditions, we can count on the Bruja to help us pull them out into the sunlight?
I do not speak for Clan Bruja, but
We can count on you, though.
you can definitely count on me.
Okay, so we'll have a marshmallow party when they fuck up. Good.
Ferris is like, and Perry, he's usually pretty calm and collective. He was not expecting this. And so he's a little like, he's kind of like, he does this thing in his study where he's like making constant calculations. It's like that whole like gif where you see like all the like all the things. He's just like,
Oh.
there was once a time that the Banu Hakim, the children Hakim, the Assamites were hunted and enemies of the sect. And now I stand before you, honored to serve as your seneschal. Don't make me regret this, Lasombra.
We'll do our best.
Can I now present the elder? Okay. You see this, and this is a shock to you, Evan.
I guess one of the other 7.
No, him. The guy you saw in your dream. The Native American that was in love with the priestess. The one that was like falling down into the shadows that gave you the obsidian dagger.
Oh yeah, he's the one I met in the abyss,
Yeah.
right? That's a surprise. I kind of give her a weird look, like what?
I present to you Hatek Kin. He is an elder of my clan, and he has actually been in Kern County long before Kern County was ever established. He is hide in the shadows, mistaken for Gangrel at some point because of his indigenous nature. By the way, he has like a stake in his heart, but he's being pinned down by shadows.
So is she not getting screwed over by it being well lit?
Oh yeah, no,
Like
never
she-
mind. No, she wouldn't have. Yeah, she can't call on shadows then. Never mind. So she has a stake, and I guess she has potence, so she's just gonna carry him, and then like sets him down. And she kind of looks around. It's like, this is kind of very fitting. This is kind of the last relic that Locke alluded to. There's a secret that none of you may not know, but Locke destroyed the Gangrel clan here. And this is the last survivor. Now, he was not embraced Gangrel, but his cannibalistic tribe of Gangrel followed suit. My clan tried to convert this indigenous group of cannibals when we came through with the Catholics. He is pulled by many different forces, and I think I present him. It will close a book in this chapter of Kern. He is living proof that your former prince kept many secrets from all of you, and that by his destruction, Clan Gangrel can get their redemption, and then I can atone for my clan sins by destroying this monster that was plotting to destroy you all and plotting to destroy the Sabbat because he was just a creature of madness.
Amelia, don't they have to give us a former sect elder?
It's just an elder of the clan.
Okay.
I
guess the assumption was all the Sombra were Sabbat. So, okay.
They did form the sect. All right, so I get to eat him, right? No. You have to destroy him. Aw. Damn. All right, bring him over. Let me destroy the old lad. Actually, I think Locke would want me to do this. He goes into like a little cabinet and you see like a Bowie knife. And he just goes, opens it up, pulls out the Bowie knife. This was Locke's favorite knife. Well, Locke, wherever you are in hell, the great white hunter that you were, your last prey meets his final demise.
My prince, I hate to interrupt, but wouldn't you like me to verify?
Oh, yeah. He's just like kind of waving the knife around. Oh, sorry, I got excited. Sorry.
So China will go over
Mhm.
and kind of give like a nervous glance to Donna Maria
Mm-hmm.
of like, may I approach the body?
Yeah. I'd be very careful, though.
So I've got the Bloodhound
Mhm.
merit.
Yeah.
So I get a lot just from sniffing him,
Mm-hmm.
but then he'll also dab and taste a little from around the stake wound.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's potent. He's old.
He's La Sombra,
He's the Sombra.
the Diablerized.
Yes.
I mean, so he'll stand up and go, my prince, he is indeed an elder La Sombra who participated in the cannibalistic behaviors of the Sabbat.
Hold on, Steve. When you taste his blood, something happens to you.
Uh-oh.
Well, wait. Did you taste it or did you just smell it?
I taste it, but
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
swallow it.
Yeah.
He did not inhale.
He did
I did not inhale.
Doesn't matter. You hear this voice in the blood
Mhm.
when it makes contact with you.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard pass, dog.
Do you react to that voice at all? Fuck.
Huh.
Did you just hear something?
No, only he hears it.
Well, I know, but like I'm assuming he's making like a face.
Well,
Well, yeah, but I was making a face anyways because I just was doing some mental math after tasting an elder La Sombra's blood.
yeah.
So I actually didn't quite
Fear
Hear-
Drebadon.
Drep it on. Yeah, cool. Thanks for the warning.
Do you say that part out loud?
No,
No.
Trebadon. I don't know that name, do I?
No, you have no idea what that name means.
No. So then China just says exactly what he said. Elder La Sombra Diablerist.
Like, massive Diablerist. Like, he's eaten quite a few souls. Like, this is like the staple child of the Sabbat right here.
Mm-hmm. And then China will just go back to his spot on the wall next to the peace pipes.
You sure I can't eat him? It'd
With
be
all
a-
due respect, my prince, you really do not want to eat that one.
Why?
The stains on his soul are quite profound. You would not want to include any of that in your being.
All right, I'll take the Tremir's word for it. It's all the spooky mumbo jumbo, anyways. All right, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so Locke, I pulled out to you. You've been a great friend, but I'm glad you're fucking in hell.
Mhm.
Manifest destiny, here you come, and just starts cutting off his head, just like violently, just like potently, just blood splatter and visceral, just start spewing, and then he just pulls off the head, and he's just like, ah, and then like you see the body
Oh,
just start to
God.
decompose, and then just dust.
Is there blood on the ground
No.
from when he cut off the head or no?
Well, it drips and drips, and it starts fading upward, like ash, like ember.
Interesting.
And then you see the head. You know that scene in Blade 2, how the experiment vampires, their maws opened up? The eyes open, and you see 1,000 eyes inside the eyeballs. And then you see like this open maw, and it's like, and then it just fades into ash.
I'm gonna.
And he's just like, ah! He didn't expect that. He's like, oh god.
Oh God.
I look at Amelia when that happens.
I mean, the fact that like every
Like,
this
does
is
she know what that means?
no.
Oh my. Yikes.
The two Toreador girls are like throwing up, or their natural instinct is to throw up because they can't throw up. They're just like, oh god, this is so disgusting. What's happening here?
China's never been so glad he moved away from that before the hits on.
Yeah.
That vampire was
That's
tainted.
just fucking crazy.
That vampire was tainted by a demon. Drepedon.
Well, what?
He's a demon that's been active in the area for a very long time, as far as I've been able to deduce.
Demons. That's heresy.
There are active Bahari in service to him. What I've been
Heresy.
able to figure out.
God damn it! What's up with the? I let two La Sombra in my court, and they start speaking heresy.
I'm trying to provide valuable information to the court.
All right, what the hell's a Bahari?
Can you remind me? I know what that is.
They're followers
In-game.
of they're followers of Lilith. Lilith is supposedly the first wife of Adam.
Okay.
She likes pain and torture and stuff. That's all you actually know. You don't actually know a lot about the Bahari. You just know they're into pain, sex, torture, and stuff. And they're not liked in the Sabbat either.
They worship Lilith, Adam's first wife. And there's a sect of them active in the Kern River Valley.
like that cult of Mithras that the Ventrue all worship. So there's just like deity worship now.
Lilith is more like Adam's first wife from the Bible, doesn't bow down to men, no authority over her, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, when did you become all religious, Reggie?
It comes across in my work every now and again. You know that whole Lilith Fair thing? The big chick-only rock concert from the 90s?
Not familiar.
Girl power.
No.
She had a big resurgence in the 90s.
Oh. Well, I don't keep up. So. All right. All right. So I owe Major Boone to all you fucks. I'm Prince. You're welcome. I'll keep you safe. That guy's a fucking asshole. Points at Nicholas.
Yeah, he is.
And I demand that Arthur show himself and apologize and stop his nonsense. And that whatever Bruhal revolution you're trying to cockamamie in my domain to cease. And maybe I'll just ignore you like Locke ignored my acquaintance with the Nosferatu. Right? Locke said a powerful thing. I know a lot of Bruja are confused and lost because they've officially joined the Anarchs. And speaking of which, where the fuck are the Anarchs? That Gideon fuck who always showed up in court. Anybody seen him? No? God, a lot of blank faces. No wonder Locke put you on little boxes. You're all a bunch of fucking do-or-nothings.
Well, you know, since the last time we had court, there's officially been war between Anarchs and Camarilla.
Look. Gideon and Locke had an arrangement. But this is going to be coming up. There's been a lot of arrangements. But Locke is gone. So, I'm not going to put a tax on y'all. But I want to see some fucking results. Do something. Form a coterie. Report to my seneschal. Dossiers. Intel. Drepedon. Bahari. I'm expecting La Sombra to clean up the mess that the Sabbat left behind.
I look at Desiree when he says that, and it's like, I'll start working on that right away.
Desiree's just like, She's just the only mortal. By the way, the mortal, the librarians, they left. But the one mortal, the cute blonde, she was fine the whole time. Like, she was used to this shit.
Until I said that
Yeah,
at the end.
Yeah, until like sawing off the head, you know, La Sombra spooky shadow shit, or non-spooky shadow shit, but just, you know, just the violence. She was just completely like tuned it out, unfazed, tuned out. Well, court's still going. I'll be here.
There are other children you have to recognize or not recognize.
Fuck! God damn it, Reggie! You're making me do a job.
It's the paperwork part of being a prince.
Yeah, the paperwork. There's still business I have to attend to, but you guys have to actually participate in the court matters as well. All right, you, little one.
Who?
You, Perry.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Coming.
I've already spoken to Ferris. I understand. I apologize for this untimely turn of events that have brought you into our undead graces. Rest assured. Nicholas and his fuckwads.
Yeah, fuckwads. I like that one.
Me and Arthur go way back. We'll arrange something. He'll be punished. It's just a phase. Arthur, it's the blood. It's Bruja. They just go through these phases. But, yeah. He tells me, yeah, you're some sort of dancer, right?
Yes.
All right. And so you're supposed to present some sort of dance or something as my gift. So entertain me.
Yep. I am. Okay.
All right. So what sort of interpretive dance are you gonna do? There's there's Tony Bennett playing in the background.
How lucky can one?
Oh man, something. Ballet-ish.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a Dex performance.
Dex performance. So just roll performance.
So you roll performance, and then it'll ask you to choose a trait, and then select dexterity, and then add no modifiers. All right, 3 successes. Alrighty, it's good for what it is.
It's good.
I mean, with you know, just on the fly ballet with no real choreographic music to go along with. I mean, you're trying, but he's like,
ballet isn't really her thing, but she was trying to be more classy.
I'm entertained.
Okay.
That's good.
No, okay. I can do better with different music, I swear.
Well, I mean, you're the dancing type. Points at the big guy. He's the killing type. I guess she's the bookworm. And Ferris is my right-hand man. So, you just do whatever.
They've seen me dance. They know. I can do better.
All right. I can't kill this fuck because he's an Elysium. As much as or stake him or whatever. But just so you know, Bruja, until Arthur fucking finishes out his little baby rant against his best friend, because apparently we allowed Locke to be destroyed. If you see a Bruja and he isn't here in this court, fuck him up. But keep him alive. Because they gotta be brought here. So I can give him a 1-2. You tell that Nicholas. You tell Arthur that he's a coward for not showing, and he sent his little Asian fucking
China.
servant boy to do his bidding. I used to respect the man. Now he's just some two-bit washed-up leader, like Locke. And another thing, I don't want to be compared to Locke. Locke owed me. I took his praxis because it was a thing coming. So, we square. Give me. Where the fuck is Black, Mr. Tremere in the back, China?
My prince,
Is it just
Primogen.
China? It's just China. What's your first name?
like Cher or Madonna. Yes, it's just China.
It's just China.
Yes.
I don't like that.
You could call me Dr. China.
Oh, I dislike that the most.
I serve at your pleasure.
China cabinet.
Can you give me like a thermostat? Where the fuck is Black?
Black has been called away from the city. He is not in residence.
I thought you said the pyramid was destroyed.
That is correct.
So who the fuck does he answer to?
I think that is what Primogen Black is discovering.
You and I have to have a little chat, but that doesn't have to concern the rest of the court. So if you just step into the back, I'm gonna close out my little festivities here. And then you guys are welcome to stay and speak among yourselves. I want results, people. Results. Report them to Ferris, and then I will advise if necessary. All right. I guess court's adjourned. If there's any other grievances, take them up with my seneschal. Dr. China, come to the front of the panel. You have been summoned.
Teacher would like to speak with you.
Yeah,
after
China.
class.
China will head on down.
Oh, wait. You acknowledge La Sombra cool. Did I forget anything else, Reggie?
Did he forget anything else?
No.
No, you're good.
All right.
Do we get a? I'm not gonna ask this aloud, but do we get a Primogen ship now?
No.
No. You don't get a Primogen ship. You get an Elder, though, which basically acts as a Primogen.
Without a vote.
Without a vote. All right. Come on now.
So yeah, China goes into the back room looking like he'd rather be going anywhere else.
Okay. So, I really, really, really don't like technology. Most of my clan have fallen to their toys and their gadgets, but I did things the old-fashioned way. But that doesn't mean I'm inept. Now, I received a parcel from a Miss Shadow Moon of your clan, telling me that you have an arrangement with the sheriff and that you are not to be doing any sort of funny business. I was given notice to something that you may or may have been doing. I don't need to care about it. But what I do care about is you going into KMC. Now, KMC is big. And it's big enough for the both of us. But I like that girl that you speak of.
Is he talking about Angela?
Yeah, Angela. She's gonna do great things. And I know the Tremere like to snatch away and take great things. Am I wrong?
I wouldn't dream of being presumptuous in your city, my prince.
Just so you know, I don't care your business at KMC. As long as you don't try to muscle in on any of the board directors. If you keep it low key the way you're doing, then you and I will be square. One thing though, don't go into the tunnels of KMC.
I'll stay out of the tunnel, sir.
That's it. Luna is basically your watchdog, and Miss Shadow Moon, even though she wasn't here this evening, I guess she's dealing with gangrel matter. But anyway, you're free. You can go about talking
Thank you,
amongst
my
the court.
prince. And
Wait, one last thing. Like, I mean, stain on the soul. I mean, how bad would it have been? Could you give me like a mystical range, like a tomato meter?
Sure, on a scale of 1 to like a Houston oil spill,
Yes.
like a 9.
Like a 9. Okay. Damn.
It was bad. Plus, you know, demon stuff.
Yeah. You're smart, right?
That has been something has called me once.
Okay. Tremere deal with that sort of shit, right?
When necessary.
I want to report about this Drebadon. You're smart. Figure it out.
Yes, sir.
I don't trust the La Sombra to tell me anything.
Very good, sir.
All right. Black was good at that. He was good at finding out names and stuff. So I'm expecting you, if you follow suit, maybe this could be a chance for you to rise in the ranks.
China tries to put on his best. That's absolutely not what I want. Smile of like, yes, sir.
All right, there you go. Go away. I'm done with you.
Then China will get the hell out of Dodge.
Like, are you like just leaving the whole facility, or are you just leaving like the office?
Oh, he looks at the door immediately when he gets out. Like, am I good to run? Then he sees Nicholas.
Yeah.
And then goes back to his pipes.
Yeah, he just goes back to his pipe. So Nicholas goes up to you, Reggie, and it's like, man, so much tension.
It's been pretty bad, you know, since the Brewhall decided to declare war on us. Gets people a little nervous.
We didn't declare war on you. We declared war on the Banu Hakim.
Thanks.
How you doing, love?
Shut up.
Hey, be nice. Nicholas is a big man
No.
in his group.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, I do.
Can you guys do me a favor and at least leave this one alone?
Yeah.
It's not like she wanted to be one.
Actually, I got a little bit of a concern, actually. And this is like, can we like put past all Arthur's bullshit for a second?
Of course.
So, who the fuck has downtown?
I thought you guys had rolled into downtown.
No, we thought you rolled into downtown.
No, I go where I want and eat where I want, but I don't claim my turf. I got really specific dietary needs, so I can't really stay in one location. You know what I mean?
What about the new guy? Points or not? What about the?
What was it? Cooper, right? Is Evan? What's your character's name?
Yeah, David Cooper.
Cooper.
Yes. Hello.
Universal signal for get over here.
I come over.
Cooper, Nicholas, Cooper. This is the new pet La Sombra. Are you guys feeding in downtown?
Yes, my sire has moved into downtown, and I've moved in with her.
Are you feeding in downtown? Are you actively keeping other people out of downtown?
Are we doing that part?
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Yes.
So you'd fix Syndicate.
All right.
I don't know what that is.
As an FYI, stay the fuck out of downtown.
Little late for that.
Yeah, it's obvious. Think of it as a friendly warning, a suggestion. There are other places you can eat that aren't obvious.
So, Tony, you noticed that Betty and Donna are speaking to each other, very friendly, like they're like complimenting each other, and they're kind of giggling back and forth. And she's like, "Come here, come here, come here."
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I walk over and I say, "What are you guys
Oh,
on about?"
So, I've always a mystery, the Lasombra clan. So she's just going on, and my tiny little brain can't process all of these facts and traditions that she speaks of. So I want you to escort Donna Marie, and I want you to just give her the lay of the land of the Camarilla. I know you're new, but just be a gentleman and walk her over to Reginald, and just mingle. I as a socialite and as a clan Rose, we have to find beauty in all things, even in the clan La Sombra, now that they've officially joined us. So be a good little boy.
So to take Donna Marie over to.
Yeah.
All right.
And she Donna's like, "How do you do? You're a lovely specimen."
It's nice to meet you too.
So
Shelby.
yeah. She kind of strokes your hair back. She kind of adjusts it. She's like,
Oh my god. I go, yeah, my hair is very nice. Would you like to head over to speak to the...
She holds out her hand. I'm
And
royalty.
I take her from the
Mm-hmm.
underarm, I guess, or
Yep.
over,
Yep.
whichever it is. I don't know which exactly it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I pictured her holding out her hand for you to take it, and then
Yeah.
you just grab her arm.
Yeah.
No, I just walk.
Yeah.
I don't even take her hand. I just go.
So I have to agree with Reginald here that stay out of downtown. It's not safe.
Who's saying that?
Nicholas, a Filipino.
I will forward the information to my sire. Do you have any particular reasons as to why it's not safe, other than that it's obvious?
Well, besides my boys, but we haven't been able to take it either. So it
Take
can't be
from?
all you, can it? Are there more of you? Can it just be you two?
Trust us, we're trying not to violate any traditions. It's just us.
I'm being straight. I have no idea. I had no idea.
On a slightly unrelated note, I've been out of town for a while. Do any of you know about this group, Pioneer Corporation, that's been moving into town lately?
I know corporate politics. What do they do?
For what I've been able to figure out, they're largely industry, and they've been branching out into military and emergent technologies.
You see Reginald go, or not Reginald, Nicholas go, that'd be us.
Gun running. Yeah.
It's the Bruja.
Yeah. We got to bring some work back into the county.
Mind if I ask you a question about it?
Sure. Since this is Elysium, I can't be
There's
killed.
There's a gravel pit at X address.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened to the man that used to own it?
I don't deal in acquisitions. That would be more of Arthur's bag. But I can tell you it was a dump.
That it was.
I mean, we have some theories. Should I share them?
I would appreciate it.
Well, I would say that maybe Luna was right about something, and that the Sabbat were building something, and this rundown gravel pit was like their front.
Oh, it was. I told him to funnel the money there.
A lot of secrets are coming out, and I'm not very comfortable with Elysium right now. Why
Is this Nicholas still?
Yeah, why are we letting this Lasombra, who is actively fucking us?
Why did you ask her this question? You didn't have to. It's not like you owe him anything.
Hey, I'm now a loyal member of the Camarilla.
Yeah, but he's not.
I was just trying to figure out what happened to... We've been tasked with cleaning up the Sabbat's mess. I was just trying to figure out what happened to an old Sabbat asset.
Oh, asset. Sabbats had assets.
I did.
Huh. I don't fucking like you. I don't like you at all.
I don't really like you either. Feelings mutual.
Well, I've done everything I could possibly do, and I don't want to make any more enemies that I'm gonna be making. So I'm gonna leave.
Bye.
Catch you all on the flip side. And he begins to walk out.
We get attacked in 5, 4, 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
This
Are you
isn't,
guys really
this isn't LARP,
outnumbered?
Dan. This isn't LARP. this isn't
Are you all
LARP.
really outnumbered by them?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Arthur pulled a lot of Bruja. Bruja were one of the biggest clans, and Arthur pulled ones in from outside of Kern County when he made his new Carthage.
Interesting.
You see Luna, like, kind of walk over, and he's like, why do you all gotta make my job hard?
Is he talking to me?
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand what the fuck. Talking about downtown this, fights that.
Apparently, there's some fighting on downtown, or over downtown,
All right,
between multiple groups.
okay.
We haven't fought anyone, for the record.
All right. This is when Tony and Donna Marie walk up.
Hello. I'm Victor. Or Tony, sorry.
Hello,
Whoops.
Tony. So, Cheryl, how many Bruja did you guys push out of downtown when you started feeding there?
Well, I mostly work with a council of like-minded individuals in Westchester. But 4th Street and P, I don't really take into account. I know it's part of downtown incorporated, but that's just a place I don't want to go. So there has been some activity there, but where I feed and where my little boy who pinches his cheek feeds is no concern. It's just in the residential area of downtown. Sunset, Westchester, Oleander.
All right.
But we don't feed in the actual clubs and streets of I Street or bars. That's beneath us.
I'm just letting you know, none of the other groups of the Camarilla have claimed downtown. And, the Bruja are no longer part of the Camarilla. So if you got to push them out, just make sure it doesn't make any noise.
Will do, sir. I didn't quite... Reggie. And I'm going to take a wild stab. Clan of Kings.
Is it the pin? It's the pin, right? It's a dead giveaway.
Mm-hmm. We don't We don't have to live up to our lineage. I can be very, very nice.
I
You
can
see-
be too.
See, in another
And actually, you're getting along with Betty, so that's a good way to get into my good graces.
in another lifetime, I was a pleaser, not a killer.
Oh well, if you're looking for that kind of work,
She kind of scolds, not that sort of pleasing.
it's big business.
Mhm.
You'd be surprised how much. It's not your deal. It's not your deal.
Not my deal. I was told that there was a very prolific, powerful Tremere. I was hoping to surprise him, but all I see is just a runt over there.
Yeah, the sheriff or former sheriff is currently missing in action.
Okay. Well, I have clan matters to deal with. I have to network with all the other major players in bigger cities. But I would elect you to, and I appoint my childer, to join. Oh, whoa!
Whoa.
What the heck?
Uh-oh.
Everybody,
Everything's DCing.
DC.
Childer.
Everyone else's cameras cut out.
Yeah. Did we just go over? No, it didn't go over. Nope. Everybody's coming back one by one. There we go. Everybody. Thank you, Skype. You're amazing.
I can't see 2 cameras.
Okay. Just give it some time. It'll come back.
Yeah.
I elect my my precious David here to join you in a coterie.
Me?
No. My
Oh.
precious. You're another precious. I mean, my precious.
Oh no, hold on, I thought you got my name wrong. I was like, wait, is he talking to me?
I should say no, but I'm feeling crazy. I'll go for it.
Think of it as clan unity, putting water under the bridge. The Sombra and Ventru, hand in
And
hand.
this way he can watch me and I can watch him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how it works. Yeah. Okay, I'm in.
Mhm.
Perry,
Yep.
join us
What?
in Coterie.
Huh?
Coterie.
It's like a cool kids club.
It's like a vampire version of Friends.
That sounds fun.
What was the Sabat term for this again?
A pact.
Uh,
But you don't hold a cup and say, for my blood and my brothers, I drink to break for the.
whereas a pack's supposed to do a bunch of stuff together, coteries are generally I'm watching you, you're watching me to make sure we don't stab each other in the back, or that no one else is we're all watching each other's back, so nobody can stab us in them.
Ah. Okay, I'm down.
Including each other.
Tony's muscle, right? Tony, you're muscle, right?
When I want to be, yes.
All right,
Yes.
you're in. Congratulations. Welcome to the coterie.
Thank you.
Tony, is it? Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
He's a good guy. He does spoil the Toreador girl band thing they got going, though.
Oh,
It's not
by
like
choice.
Josie and the Pussycats with the bulldog.
No, I made
whoa.
a comment about some TV show I once watched. It was Charlie's and the Angels, and he's like the Bosley.
Makes
And
sense.
assigned to Bosley.
You're back in the room, right, Steve?
Yes, standing over by the peace pipes.
Hey, Tremere.
Mhm.
He looks actually around as though there might be another Tremere,
Like what?
and then reluctantly comes over.
We're forming a coterie. You want in?
Yes, he does.
Wow, that sounds great.
We need somebody who can do wards. You
Don't
need
worry.
people who can watch your back.
Don't worry, nobody speaks Chinese there. No pressure.
So, I mean, that sounds great. It really does. I just don't think it's for me.
Your loss. You know,
I just my apologies. I just don't know you very well, Mr.
Of
Reggie.
course. I know. I don't know you at all either. This way I can keep an eye on you.
I would be at your disposal should you need anything, but I'm not really quite ready to throw in.
All right.
Speaking of needing anything, can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure. Would you like to join me over by the war memorial?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, I'll go over with him.
All right.
So Dr. China, is it?
That's correct. And he pulls out a business card and offers it to you. It's Dr. China, psychic investigator.
I take it. I pull out a business card. It says David Cooper, PI.
Oh.
No,
that's-
are we exchanging cards? I walk over. My card. It says Reggie M, antagonist.
Oh, I got that.
I had a question about a Tremere in town, and I wanted to know if you knew her. Her name is Joy Shadowmoon.
I'm acquainted.
Do you know how I might be able to get in contact with her?
I could help you out there, yes. But I was hoping maybe you could help me out with some information in exchange
Of course. What do you need to know?
about this demon that was infecting the gentleman who died here this evening.
Yes. When I was part of the Sabbat, while we were attempting to assert our control over Bakersfield, we kept running into this demon named Drepidon. He infected a member of then the Anarchs, named Dustin Jr. Dustin Jr. Baker, or Dustin Baker Jr., whose sire was a vampire named Davina. I know this because when a former member of my pack diablerized him, the same eye trick appeared all over her that appeared in the eyes of the man who died here today.
So it stands to reason that he diablerized Dustin Baker Jr.
No, because my packmate did. I believe that he was corrupted in a different way.
I see.
I also have been attacked by this demon before and barely survived.
And
It's
in
only
what method did it use to attack you?
That's a great question.
Song. It sang a song. And you can't comprehend, even thinking about it now. Actually, as he's thinking about it, how he attacks, there's a little bit of blood coming from his nose.
You're bleeding.
Oh, probably shouldn't think too hard about that. Song. The demon used song. If you're going to hunt it down, I'd be willing to help you.
I wouldn't say I'm hunting this demon. I'm just trying to gather some intelligence.
If you are also trying to do that, I'd be willing to help you. Just let me know.
And if you were going to try and gather further intelligence, where would you start?
The former member of my pack that diablerized Dustin Jr., after the demon attacked me, I went into torpor. From what I've been able to gather, after I went into torpor, she started going crazy. She started ranting about spirits that were haunting her dreams and going out into the desert to practice blood rituals. Did Valen join didn't you say she joined like a group of Setites or something?
No, she just went crazy after the night that you guys were supposed, when Derek became Archbishop and Valen was going to destroy Greed, that's when she went crazy.
Okay. And then she went out to the desert, right? Is
Yeah.
that what we know?
But the thing is, Envy took her to the desert. Took her to a sacred spot that only Envy and Valen know. So there's a sacred spot out in the desert where they communed with the spirits.
And then no one's seen her since?
No one's seen her since.
Okay. And then a member of the Seven, a high-ranking group of Sabbat agents, took her out into the desert to commune with the spirits, and no one's seen her since. I want to try and find her. I think she may... She's one of the few leads I have about Drepidon. That's where I was planning on starting.
Thank you. And what message would you like passed on to Joy?
That a former friend of Dex would like to speak to her.
Dex as in DEX?
DECK.
I see. And I will pass this on. Is there a method you would like a response delivered by?
The business card. Just have her give me a call.
Very
It also
good.
has my address on it. If she wants to show up in person.
So China slides it into his jacket pocket.
I appreciate it, Doctor.
Perry, you see the Rose. She kind of waves you over. And
You come over.
She's like, "Hey, doll. The grown-ups are in the other room talking, but Reggie, from what I hear, is a great guy, but points at China.
Mm-hmm.
He's the enemy. He cursed us.
Hmm.
He seems nice, but Tremere, they will fall into bad habits.
I'll stay away from him then.
Just looking out, love. Just looking out."
Thanks.
She walks over to Reggie and she curtsies. And she's like,
Rose.
"Hey, how's it going?"
Good.
I can't do it. I can't do an Irish accent, so she speaks very Irish.
It's been too long
Yes.
since the last time you tried to kill me. That was what, 6 months before you joined the cam?
So that's why I'm here.
Grudges, don't worry.
Oh, well, that's why I'm here. Ferris is asking that we, Banu Hakim, do outreach. So, sins forgiven and whatnot. If you ever need my assistance, I'm at your disposal. So, no hard feelings.
Nah. Please, like you're the only people that tried to kill me.
But I will say that just mind your P's and Q's. Your business is damaging what we are trying to build.
My business is not damaging. It is your Puritanism that is damaging.
Are you an Islamophobe?
No, no. I'm not an Islamophobe. I don't like people who try to dictate how others can behave with themselves and own their own bodies, especially when what they're doing hurts no one.
Agree to disagree. But Perry comes from that world. So Perry is our olive branch. So treat her with kindness.
I will.
And she doesn't have any hidden knives or anything.
I know.
Do you?
What?
Do
No
you?
grenades.
Hidden knives? Nah.
Did you swallow a grenade?
I haven't learned that trick yet, sadly.
Damn, I got the wrong Banu Hakim for my coterie.
China dry heaves a little.
Man, I didn't say that there wasn't a grenade in other places.
Oh, wow. Maybe I did get the rape on it.
So she goes back to the corner with the big guy. The big guy this whole time has just been admiring the weaponry. He has been studying all the weapons. He's been here maybe once or twice. But every time he's come here, they ask the Banu Hakim when they came to court. They came to court for like a second and then they left. They never got to actually talk and discuss, and because now they're part of the Camarilla. So he's just sitting there in silence, just admiring. Actually, he's like standing next to you, Steve, because you're near the war memorial, and he's like, "That's a good knife."
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be pretty well made to have survived all of these years.
You feel a poke on the side.
From where?
Next to you, on the side of your rib cage.
Sorry.
Can I help you?
No, it's him. He has a knife. He's crossed his arms and he's like leans to you and then he pokes you with the knife.
Yeah, and that's my response is, can I help you?
Attention, yes. That's what you want.
So I do a lot of hunting. And I hunt a lot of Tremere. Are you going to be a problem?
I don't know you from Adam, so I don't imagine why we would have any issues with one another.
He pulls out a notebook and he starts flipping pages and he's like, what did these symbols mean? And they're like Tremere. It's a mixture of Enochian with Hermetic. It's like really old school Tremere stuff. Even you have hard time because Enochian is actually like real magic language, but since Tremere can't interpret it, they mix like Hermetic code to it, so it's really hard for you to even understand it. But it means symbol of power.
So China pulls out his business card and says, "My rates are $1,000 an hour, and I would be happy to take your contract if you'd like these translated."
Do you take Visa or check?
Neither. I deal strictly in, cash, moolah.
Moolah?
Yes.
Do I see him offering him this?
Yeah.
I like this guy.
He holds up a checkbook or a card.
I go, yeah, I like this guy.
I don't take anything that could be seized by the Second Inquisition.
Oh.
So I mean.
So the big guy walks out. He just walks out.
He's gonna come back with a briefcase full of money.
Deal with the briefcase full of money.
I think you might be overestimating his subtlety.
Is Joseph still mingling with the crowd?
No, Joseph is trying to calm down the girl.
Desiree?
Yes.
Hey, Cooper.
Yeah?
What is it with you and Joseph's dame?
Yeah, see.
It's a long story. I should probably talk to her before I talk to anyone else about it.
We're coterie mates. We're supposed to share. I read your diary, you read the diary I had made, so it looks like I haven't done any terrible things I've actually done. That kind of thing.
If it was just about me, I would tell you, but it involves her too.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
5 minutes later, or a moment later, the big guy comes back down, and then he pulls out.
Is it like a sack with a dollar bill sign on it?
No, he just has a wad. He just has like a wad and just throws a wad at you.
So China catches it and then takes the rubber band off and starts counting it right there. Flipping through the bills. And how much was it?
It's 4,000.
4,000?
Yeah.
Okay, this is an excellent down payment. Yes, and he'll stuff that into the other jacket pocket.
Mm,
And the images.
He holds the notebook up to you, or like the little.
I'll need copies.
Just hands it to you.
Okay, that goes in a different pocket. You know, these suit jackets are actually kind of nice. I'm normally a t-shirt kind of a guy.
So black's gone.
Unfortunately? Question mark?
I don't practice.
No, you don't. I mean, your clan's legendary for it, though.
Ferris does.
Noted. Charming. Call next week for an update.
And then walks over to Perry. Perry, he pats you on the head. I have business. Take care.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Don't leave me.
Looks at all of you. Holds up a knife and just starts pointing at all three of you.
Wait, which three?
Well, the coterie at you three.
The ones that aren't Perry.
Yeah, the ones
Those
that.
aren't very.
And then cuts his tongue.
Oh god.
And he puts it in his jacket, or he puts it like in his pocket because his jacket is there. And he walks out and he puts his jacket on and he leaves.
He seems fun.
He's the best. He's great. I love him. He's cool.
Has he been training you to fight?
Yes.
Awesome.
You see, like Donna Marie and Betty, they kind of wave their goodbyes, and you see Donna Marie going, "All right, I have a meeting in the abyss. Ta-ta."
See you later.
It's so fun just to say that out loud, isn't it? It's so weird to say it here of all places. Times are certainly changing.
That they are.
You be a good boy.
Thank you. I turn to the coterie. If you'll excuse me, I need to speak with Betty for a moment.
Okay.
Walk over to her.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to apologize for misleading you about my clan identity when we first met.
That was very rude of you.
I'm very sorry.
I didn't think I was talking to Sabat. Could I get in trouble? Am I gonna be in trouble?
Well, unless half the court that talked to me that day is gonna get in trouble, I don't think so.
Oh. But can we? How does that work? You know, I'm
a very recent convert to the Camarilla.
Well, how about you and I, we exchange pleasantries, and we'll talk more about it later. I've already invited Donna Marie to my estate. She and I were going to talk coordinating some of our businesses, you know, our alignments.
You two made fast friends.
Yes, I mean, she understands. I mean, she's royalty, and I get to be part of royalty. It's my duty as the Clan of Rose to uphold these ancient traditions of grace and beauty. It's about time that we had some class. Real nobility. An actual elder. We've always had this way. We've always believed in Locke's legacy, but Locke, he's just as old as America. He's an elder in his sense, but we have no connection to the old world. But now we do. Maybe we can learn something. Unlike that Reginald. He's always talking about big business and G-men this and he's my friend and all, but sometimes I think he just thinks less of me.
Why?
It's been so hard. I just try. Locke, he just kept us down. And I just want to be seen. Do you see me, Cooper?
I do. And as long as our clans are allied, I will do my best to help you.
Like a dark rose. Falling. Here. Have this cupcake. It's very special. I could just see it right now.
Did she grab a specific cupcake?
Yep. It has a red heart on it.
Oh my god.
Wait 1 sec. I want to see if that's something I can do.
Okay. This is Elysium.
So you're not allowed to use powers here, right?
Well, you've
Nope.
seen some people use powers, but I mean, you know.
I'm not gonna push it, considering I was doing it probably when I wasn't supposed to earlier. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon.
Hopefully not too soon. Winks.
I leave. Go back to the group.
Mm-hmm.
Betty's interesting. Are you her childer?
Yeah, she's quite the charmer. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
It's actually not the first time we met, but yes, I do apologize to her for something.
Yeah.
Alright, could I retroactively get in trouble if they found out that I've impersonated a Vinchu last time I was here?
You don't know, man. The rules have changed. You don't know what the hell's
Okay.
going on. I mean, this is the cam. And, I mean, you can watch past episodes at youtube.com/outoforder show to see how the Sabat handled these sort of gatherings. So you compare those gatherings that you used to have compared to now.
Well, it's a lot easier to just get information from people these ones.
And I think I'm going to call it there. I think we have an established coterie. All the businesses that are been said have been spoken. And everybody has their own unique plot hook. Maybe some with others. But it is to be seen. So thank you for joining us this evening for the first episode of Starting XP, The Masquerade, Hearts and Wires. I would like to thank our guests, both guests actually, Evan and Steve. Hopefully we will see them frequently, but not too often, just because you know they have their own lives and their own business. But as far as the core cast, there was one missing person. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here this evening, but hopefully next week we will see. So,
Oh, Par, can I do one thing as I'm leaving?
yeah, sure.
So since I haven't really got a chance to pull Desiree aside,
Mhm.
as everyone's leaving, I'm gonna try and like be one of the last people there.
Okay.
I'm going to leave. One of my,
Joseph like steps right in front of you, and he's like,
I'm not going up to her.
okay.
I'm just gonna wait until Joseph. She's looking at me, but Joseph's not. Like, see if I can get eye contact with her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave my business card on a table and just kind of make like a hand gesture, like call me.
Okay.
Then I leave.
Give me a wit subterfuge to drop that subtle, just like, and because Joseph, you gotta understand, Joseph has been eyeballing only you and Donna Marie, and now since Donna Marie is gone, Joseph
It's
is
just you.
it's just you.
Oh wait, so he's staring at me the whole time.
Yes. Like
Oh, then I'm not gonna be
okay.
not gonna do that. It's
Okay.
not worse. I don't want to like out her as a former member of the Sabbat. Like, I will just try and like make it look like as I'm leaving, I drop a business card and I don't notice, and then leave.
Wits, subtlety.
So you need subterfuge,
Wits, subterfuge.
unless there's a new subtlety skill.
No.
Okay. So how do you do that again?
So you pick the look at the trait, you roll it, you choose the attribute, and then you roll, and there's no modifiers.
Okay. So subterfuge, wits.
Yes.
6. Difficulty.
There's no all difficulties now are 6s. All I can do now is so do you roll?
No modifier.
No modifier.
Okay. I rolled.
Okay, you got 1. But it's a critical because it's green.
You need 2 10s for it to be a critical.
Well, the green one isn't the green one that counts as a.
Yeah, he rolled a 10, but he has to roll 2 10s for it to be a critical success.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's correct. So you got a success.
Okay, so can I drop a business card and make it look like I didn't notice?
So you drop a business card, and you're walking out, and then you hear, Senor Cooper.
I turn around.
You drop this,
Thank you. Who's saying this, by the way?
Joseph.
Okay.
And then he grows He grows claws and like rips it, and he's like, "Oops, sorry."
I do hope we can get over our hard feelings, Sheriff.
Whew. You have no idea what I want to say. You have no idea what I want to just. All I see. Have you ever heard of a mandor?
Yes.
Oh, you have. Oh, so
I've heard the expression.
I forgot you've been in the Sabbat, so you know what that means. That means I make a door out of your body, and I step through.
You know, I never had a choice in being part of the Sabbat.
Neither did I.
I chose to be part of the Camarilla.
Neither did I. So we're brothers in that. But you know what? I didn't have to bargain my way. These cheap tricks. You're almost bad as the stupid cabron, Reggie. With your cheap trickeries.
It's not nice.
I meant what I said when I told you I would help clean up the mess the Sabbat left.
Oh. I know about the wrath, the envy, the scenes, the deadly scenes.
The 7, yes.
Yeah. And your idol worship of the Virgin Mary, you defile her.
Yeah, I never really got into the religious aspect of it.
With the clawed out eyes. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you people?
Like I said, I didn't have a choice.
Defiling the Virgin Mary. Cabron. Leave the kind to the kind, man. God, way. Anyway.
I'm actually here to help you. So I set my business card on a table. If you would like to not tear that one up, let me know if you ever need help. And I'll turn and leave.
He's just kind of waiting. He's like him and Amelia have to wait because they're kind of like duty bound to like make sure people leave safely.
Yeah.
So he's just sitting there, just kind of like, he retracts his claws and he's just kind of like, he takes off his glasses and he's just kind of rubbing his forehead like, just stressed out. So, anyways, that's gonna do it. Thank you for everybody coming out. That was a little bit of the last bit of a drag stare, but we'll just go around in a circle. We'll start with our guests. Steve, where can they find you on the internet?
I am at Stephanus Morio on Twitter. or you can direct message me on Roll20 as developer Steve K.
Yeah, and everybody go check out Roll20. Great, fantastic work they're doing there. Powered by Roll20. This broadcast with the Roll20 app. Gotta love it.
I love it. It's what brought us together.
It's what brought us
Yay.
together. Heather, go ahead, plug out what you find you on the internet.
I'm at Lunar Fire Cost on Instagram and on TikTok.
Okay. And Victor.
No plugs, really.
No plugs?
I'm not famous. I'm not famous or particularly
All right.
important.
Oh, nobody has to be. Just want to do plugs. Evan, Dan, do you have any plugs? Any shout outs?
Nope. Just here for fun.
Here
Got
for fun.
nothing. I don't exist on the internet.
Can I change my answer? I'm here for fun too.
Okay. Everybody's here for fun.
I'm
Everybody.
here for fun too. Shit.
Actually, this is what I'll say to you. Did you guys have fun tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, no problem. So until next time, have a good one. And like
I look
always,
forward to being at a session with Derek.
yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Anyways, take care, peace, and be good to one another. Bye.
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 Bye.